All right, Grimdark Future, one-page rules. How do we like it? Hello, everybody, and welcome to We Roll Dice. I'm your host, Stu, and today we're talking about Grimdark Future by one-page rules. Do I like it? Does the group that I play with like it? Short answer, yes. Yes, we do. But, okay, so longer answer. A little bit of a background for me, as you can see from some of these models and such. I've played 40k for quite a while. I started getting the second edition box set, played a little bit of Rogue Trader after getting the second edition box set, then played that until partway through third edition, then stopped, picked it back up again in 6th edition, played 7th edition, 8th edition, 9th edition, and we have 10th edition coming up. But now I've switched to one-page rules, Grimdark Future. Reason being, I'm tired of chasing the meta. I'm older, so 3 years goes by really quick. And by the time I build an army, get it painted, get some games, then they're always updating the rules, which is great. I understand it's got to keep it fresh. But it's too quick of a turnover for my liking personally. For you, whether you agree or disagree, put in the comments below. That'd be great. Love to continue a discussion and see what people think. I hear a lot of good things about 10th edition, but a lot of good things about 8th edition, a lot of good things about 9th edition. I believe Games Workshop kind of builds a game that's fairly balanced compared to the edition before. It's usually really bare bones, so everyone likes it. It's simple, easy to play. Then, as time continues, more and more books get released. About 3/4 of the way through their release, they break the game. Now, whether that's on purpose or not, then they continue to break the game till the point where it's not that it's unplayable, because it's very playable. It's just completely unbalanced. It's never really been balanced. I mean, one of my favorite games is Blood Bowl, and that has nothing to do with having balanced teams, and that's kind of the point of it, right? I can't do it in 40k with the time invested and the amount of miniatures and whatnot, unless you have like these specific units. You're never going to win. I find one-page rules, the Grimdark Future, especially that's currently what I'm familiar with. I've kind of just taken whatever units I've wanted. We don't really even play with the competitive list building. We just do it whatever models we have that we like the looks of. Like Nige, a friend of mine, we had a 5,000 point battle, and he made all of his out of Lego. And it was great. I mean, the 5,000 points after a few turns, because we still just played the basic mission from the free basic rules. We kind of knew who was going to win, but it was still like hours of fun at 5,000 points. But normally I for my battle reports, if you view on this channel, I do a lot of 1,000 point. That's because we were getting to know the system. I think the next battle reports, or shortly, will be 1,500 points, and then bump it up to 2,000 points, and might even throw in a longer one. It's just, view times and how long it takes to film and edit and everything else is kind of really what decides the points for me, to be honest with you. We still play our games just for fun at whatever points value we feel like that weekend. But I really do enjoy Grimdark Future by one-page rules. I really, really like the alternating activation. And I think 40k could solve a lot of problems if they went that way. But, then again, keeping true to their roots with 40k, it has the people that like that kind of activation where you activate your entire army, and then the other person activates their entire army. That has its own fan base, so I understand keeping that. But I think one-page rules did it right by going with the alternating. I know this is nothing new. You've probably seen this in other videos. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel about this. I think that I'll continue with one-page rules. I would love to get an Age of Fantasy game because from what I'm reading, the rules seem to be almost identical to Grimdark. So that makes for an easy transition. But I have a lot of Age of Sigmar and Warhammer fantasy models, as well as a lot of Dungeons and Dragons miniatures, which, since it's miniature agnostic, easily can just fit in there where needed, right? So I'd love to get some opponents going for the Age of Fantasy. I would try the rank and flank, I forget exactly what it's called, but the same one as like the old world, the Warhammer old world, whatever that. If you remember what that's called, please put in the comments below. Um, I just need to find opponents, and if I get that, I'll definitely film them and put them on the channel. Please, if you are interested in that kind of thing, make sure you put in the comments below that you are interested in that. But otherwise, I think that I think I might have made the switch. Now, don't get me wrong, I will try some 10th edition. I just don't know if I'm going to go into buying all the books. Like you can see, I've so many books, like from 6th edition. I have 8 40k armies, and I bought the codex for each of them. Probably didn't get to play very many games with each army between editions. So it's kind of a waste of money for me at the moment. Not saying I wouldn't play it. I always love playing any game, really. It's just a matter of opponents and then time invested in building the army between editions. It's tough for me. But anyways, tell me what you think about Grimdark by one-page rules compared to Games Workshop's Warhammer 40k. Which one do you like? Why do you prefer that to the other? Have you tried playing both of the two different games? And then when it comes to Games Workshop, do you also play Age of Sigmar or even some of the older games like Mordheim, or do you play Blood Bowl? All these things, you comment down below. Helps the channel, helps me decide what content to make, because I own quite a few different games and am more than willing to play multiple ones. Right now, one page rules has really caught my interest. I know a lot of content creators have been doing this for years, but I've decided to give it a try and really did like it. But anyways, let me know what if you do like Grimdark Future, what armies would you like to see battle against each other? And for you, what is a comfortable point value to base your games off of? I really do like the 1,000 points, but it doesn't allow for many upgrades. You kind of take all your units at bare bones just to get boots on the ground in order to take the objectives. Which style of game? Do you like playing with the cards, like the objective cards and setting the 6 objective markers? Do you like just the basic game where you whoever holds the most at the end of the turn end of the game, wins? Or some of the other variant rules? Or even the solo play? I haven't tried that yet. Kind of looks interesting. Sad and Lonely Gamer, I think, is one of the YouTube channels that I've watched, and they do a lot of the solo play. Check them out. Decent videos, honestly, for solo play. But anyways, until next time, just have fun with it.